I've followed Javier and the San Diego Ballet Company for a while, for a few years, because my daughter's a ballerina. And we would go to different performances, not only the San Diego Ballet performances, but other ballet companies in town, because this is what she's into. So that's how I started paying attention to Javier and the San Diego Ballet.
It's very interesting whenever I hear new pieces that are written for us, because I have to look at it not just from a musical standpoint, but where is this going to go as far as dance is concerned? Because they're two totally different things. You can hear a piece of music and appreciate it for what it is, but then with dance, sometimes you'll hear a piece of music and you won't know right away what you want to do with it. Sometimes you will, it'll be instant. Sometimes you'll change your mind. So when I hear a new piece of music, that first impetus of what does it say to me, not just emotionally, not just, intellectually, but physically, that's very important. So having just heard these new pieces, there's always a bit of anticipation. There's always a bit of like, am I going to react to it? And I was very pleased and happy that it did speak to me in a physical sense. And that even though at this point I'm not quite sure where the piece is going to go, I do have a strong connection to what Charles has written.
It's a piece in two parts. The first piece is, it's very dark and foreboding, and it's definitely meant to portray some of the emotions going on right now, the state of affairs. So I wrote it for that, because to me it's a moment of reflection for all of us. And then the other piece is more hopeful and happier and brighter. And this, I think, that we should also engage in happiness and delight and and everything that means. So reflection and hope.
So in working with Charles in a piece before this, and now this is our second collaboration, we've sort of developed a kind of language between us. So it becomes not just easy to work with the dancers, but it becomes a much more collaborative, familial thing to work with the composer as well. So just as now I can be thinking of like, well, what do the dancers need? I can also think of the composer's need.
I would invite everyone to come see the performance. It should be beautiful. Javier, I know, is going to do a splendid job with his choreography. And we've rehearsed the music, and I can't wait to see what he does with the dancers. And it should be a beautiful evening.
Please come on down and see the show in May. It's going to be wonderful. And please take the time, visit our Facebook page so you can see the behind the scenes of how this piece is going to come together and the other pieces that we're doing as well. I hope to see you at the show.